Sorry.
You are getting...
Thank you.
Yes, no boo-boops here. 12 of the 6.5-ounce individually wrapped crumb cakes for $44.98. Your 3 easy payments here are $14.99. M97326 is your item number, and you have all the options. So almost all of them come with cinnamon, which is really nice. So you can get 6 in the cinnamon, and then you'll get 6 cinnamon, 6 peach pie, 6 cinnamon, 6 blueberry pie, 6 cinnamon, and then 6 lemon pie. Or if you like the fruits, you can get 6 peach and 6 blueberry. Oh,
It's that
Jimmy.
season.
Let's talk about it. I'm excited.
I think I'm going to go right to the lemon.
Let's get into the lemon.
So you may or may not know that we started adding pie fillings instead of, for example, instead of blueberries, we did blueberry pie filling. Why we wanted to get more fruit in the cake, and we found that putting actual fruit in made it watery. So we started cooking our own jams, and we found a curd, a lemon curd, that goes really well with our lemon crumb cake, and that's what you're seeing here. So this is all about getting as much flavor in a coffee cake with nice abundant crumb topping, the sour cream base, or in the cinnamon with the pudding base cake, and that's what you're getting. A choice of either the lemon curd, the blueberry pie with cinnamon, or the peach, which I guess we're just about in season for that, right?
Nice. And lemon is one of those things, especially in the summertime.
Yes.
There's something so fresh and refreshing about lemon that we love. So really happy that we have the lemon in this. All right, what's the next one you want to talk about?
So let's talk about peach.
Okay.
Peach, peach, peach. So this was a labor of love because we started just using diced peaches, and you told us that wasn't enough. We put lots of diced peaches in there, so we went to a peach pie filling and mixed the filling. And you said, you know what, still a little more. So what you're seeing there is peach pie filling actually mixed into the batter. You've got a layer of peach there, which you can see, but you can see that there's a little bit of an orange color there.
Yeah.
That's from the peach. That's from the peach being blended into the cake.
Ah, so it just turned a little orange. I'm going into the peach because that looked too good for me not to like have any of this one. Okay. Jimmy.
And moist as can be, by the way. Hopefully.
So moist. Listen, I know we talked about that biscotti earlier, how you couldn't dunk it. Dunk this one. Trust me, my husband is a dunker.
Yeah.
That peach is so good.
Thank you.
You actually taste the peach. A little bit of sweetness. That crumb, you know, that's what they do so good, Jimmy and his team. That crumb on top is spectacular.
Thank you. Thank you.
Which one is next?
Next up is the blueberry.
That's the one my husband wants.
Now,
that's the one.
Now, I have to tell you, everyone loves a blueberry muffin. Everyone loves a blueberry muffin, right? So this was the one that started it all because some people were complaining they didn't get enough blueberries in the blueberry crumb.
Right,
we added
you want
more,
a lot.
And then
Still not enough.
Well, it's when you add a lot of fruit, you add a lot of water.
Oh, that's right.
So the cake we thought was getting mushy. So then we thought, wait a minute, if we made a blueberry pie filling where you cook all the water out of it, that's what you do with a pie filling, right? And we ribbon it into the cake. Now we could put even more fruit in because we're not dealing with the water, the excess water. So I think out of the fruits, this is my personal favorite. I grew up on some great blueberry coffee cake in New York, and this reminds me of what I used to buy at the bakery when I was a kid. And you'll notice here you have the brown sugar streusel on top. And that goes back to my memories. We did the white streusel topping, the butter streusel on the lemon. We're doing the brown sugar streusel topping on the blueberry. But again, because we can put the fruit filling in here, I'm holding on to this. And, you know, I still, after 11 or 12 years, I get nervous when I open a piece of cake on camera. It's going to be brittle and dry.
Never.
And it's never happened. In this cake, it's just,
look at
you could feel the weight of the fruit. You could feel the weight of the cake. This, and again, with all of these cakes, you're going to arrive to you ambient, meaning not in dry ice. They're going to be baked, sent to you, and we're asking you to put them in the fridge or the freezer. They will last at room temperature for a while, a week or so, but eating quality, especially the fruits, you want to stick them in the fridge. I keep always one in the fridge. You always see one that's broken in the fridge.
Yep.
You know,
I get it. You nibble off it. That's what my husband does too.
I won't eat one, but I'll eat 4 pieces in the day.
That's how he is. He does the same thing. He'll go and maybe cut it into 4 pieces, and you know.
And so I find the fruits, the eating quality is really a lot nicer when you eat them a little on the chilled side. I love the chilled filling.
Okay, now Or are we going to
classic cinnamon? So while we're doing this, this is a
talk
great
about that.
Right. This is a great time to talk about why we bake in the paper.
Yeah.
As you can see on the side of this cake, if I poured that batter in a pan, as many of you have done when you make a cake, you would get that seared, crisp outer, because cakes bake from the outside in.
Right.
And so when I discovered the paper doesn't conduct heat that well. It's not efficient. So it takes longer for the outsides to bake. So more or less, we're baking the cake all evenly. Inside and the outside are getting baked at the same time.
Nice.
This, unlike the fruits, is not a pudding cake, but it is our pudding cake. The fruit cakes are sour cream, which is a little bit of a heartier, a little closer to breadier. This is cake. This is pudding cake where you're getting a layer of cake.
Nice.
A layer of the cinnamon ribbon, another layer of cake, and then plenty of that New York streusel on top. 6.5, we say 6.5 ounces, but really this is tipping the scale at more than 7 ounces, I'm sure.
Wow.
My arms are getting tired holding it up.
It's true.
So I'm not as strong as I used to be.
Yeah.
But this is the one, I'd say keep this in the fridge and or the freezer. But this is the one, you break off a piece, about this big.
That's all you need.
That's all you need.
Literally.
10 seconds in the microwave.
Ooh, yes.
We'll bring out the cinnamon note.
Yes.
We'll bring out the sour cream note, the vanilla note in it. I really like this cake.
That's what my husband's doing. He's putting it in the microwave for sure for those few seconds. Okay, let's show you what you can shop for. You're getting 12 cakes. You can get 6 in the cinnamon. This is your first combo. 6 in the cinnamon, and then 6 in that gorgeous peach pie. 350 left there. 6 in the cinnamon, 6 in the blueberry pie. 350 there. 6 cinnamon, 6 lemon pie. 700 to go around there, but what's been very popular is the peach pie and the blueberry pie combination.
Wow,
we have
that's
900 left there. I get it, it's summertime.
Yep.
We're thinking about all those juicy, yummy fruits we like to eat, peaches and blueberries and all of that stuff. So take advantage and get the peach blueberry while we can. Now, this is look at you in the bakery.
That's a young guy.
It's a young Jimmy, huh?
That's actually, that was taken weeks before my first appearance on QVC.
Wow.
And that is actually from my test lab where I'm making different things. But what this video is going to show is how we balance off handwork. Like right there, that's the old ways that we put the frozen fruit in before we went to pie filling. But it's mass production, but we do a lot of work by hand, which is what this is showing, because I don't want everything to look identical. I want everything to look like it was individually made. We have to make these by the thousands, so we've got to quote unquote mass produce, but I won't pull the artisan out of artisan baking. I want to see that. We want to see really good consistency. We want to see moisture. And those people right there, as you see those cakes going into the wrapper, and you're about to see the packing crew.
Because they're all individually packaged.
What I am most proud of that crew is they are the last ones to see this cake go into a box. And it's many of them are mothers who work for me, very busy, hardworking mothers who will not pack something they would not feed to their family.
That's right.
Who sometimes I see them pulling stuff off and I'm like, what's wrong with this? And they're like, no, it doesn't mean so I step back.
No.
They do a really great job of that.
It's nice. This is how they all come. That's what's good about it. So you can have one. You get 12 of these. Do you know how long 12 of these would last? How many people are in your home? Summertime is the time where it gets a little bit busy. I feel like we're having more people over, right? We're going over to, our friends and families' houses a little bit more. I actually have a Juneteenth gathering that I'm going to tomorrow, and I said I'll bring the desserts. And so it's just something nice that you can take out to, to the family barbecues and cookouts. And if you're the person in charge of bringing the desserts, they will love you because it's something different that I'm sure they will literally think you went to your neighborhood bakery and you bought these. They're so good. And you loaded them with that fruit filling. You loaded them.
So the peach actually was a request from David Venable a couple years ago. And I had struggled with the peach because, believe it or not, when you put fruit in cake and you bake it, it loses a ton of flavor. And so when we first sent these out,
because it doesn't taste as juicy as you taste like the actual fruit.
What I have learned over the years is the QVC customer loves flavor.
Yes.
They love moisture. They don't like dry.
No,
and they
who
don't
likes dry?
When they bite into it, they want to be overwhelmed with flavor.
Who likes dry?
Not me likes dry. maybe the roads that I drive on, I like them dry.
We
But
don't
anyway,
want our food to be dry. Yeah.
So we work very hard at putting the right amount of fruit in, and we err on the heavy side.
Yes.
And erring on the heavy side gives it lots of moisture. It enables it to hold on to the moisture. But also, the biggest thing is for you to get fruit in just about every bite, which is a tall order in baking, and to do it in mass production requires some precision, and that's what I'm seeing here. That's why I'm so proud of my crew.
You know, I think about when you go to a restaurant, you know how they go, do you want dessert? And you go, yeah, and everybody goes, well, I really don't want a lot, and so you order one thing for the table. It's like 4 of you, and you all kind of have a couple of bites. That's how big this is. Easily 2 to 3, maybe even 4 people, depending on how much you want of it. They are massive. Like Jimmy said, it says 6.5 ounces, but you're probably getting a little bit more than that. And then all of those yummy ingredients, Jimmy, that you use in these, the butter, the lemon, the cinnamon, the sour cream. Come on, that sour cream is what does it.
So it is, and frankly, I was taught by an 8th generation Eastern European baker who put sour cream in everything. And to this day, 35 years later, I love using sour cream because it gives moisture to cake.
Yeah.
It gives it a great tang. It gives it great flavor. It complements a lemon. It complements a blueberry really well. It's like not an overwhelming flavor.
It's the only way I like sour cream.
There you go. Potatoes, perhaps. But
no,
anyway.
I don't like them in
Really?
I don't like sour cream and potatoes.
Okay, I'll keep them in the cake then. How about that?
But keep them in the cake. All right, let me go through the flavors one more time. So you're getting 12 of these. You'll get 6 in the cinnamon and 6 in the peach. That's one combination. 250 left there. 6 cinnamon, 6 blueberry pie, 250 there. 6 cinnamon, 6 lemon pie, 600 there. But if you're shopping for the peach and the blueberry combo, really, really popular. Now we're down to 550 of those to go around. Over 1,000 of these picked up in our show. Awesome. You will love these for $44.98. It's M97326. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Chris.
All right. Well, summer is on, and we know that we're all in the process